Is it unease that lingers beneath the smile, tender heart? A fine tremor tracing the edge of composure, like frost along a window pane at dawn. A brief shimmer in the gaze gives it away, not loud, but insistent, the way a low tide reveals what the sea prefers to keep hidden. It is not the hex imagined by night thoughts, nor the swift verdict of a crowd that confuses noise for wisdom, but a well-worn presence older than first breath, and older than those vows we outgrew in silence. At odd hours, it returns, almost courteous, like a cool palm on the shoulder, redirecting attention toward a horizon that retreats just enough to remain an invitation. Grand promises hover, exquisite yet slippery, and the unease does not scorn the soul. It gathers the ache gently, like a careful archivist preserving what pain alone could teach. It calls each stutter a disclosure, each quiver a signature, revealing that beauty is not the absence of fracture, but the light that travels through it. The glow is not diminished by what surrounds it. Contrast clarifies it, as shadow makes shape legible, and flame makes night intelligible. A brief pause to honor shared reflection. If these explorations resonate, subscribing tells the silent machinery that contemplative work matters, and it keeps this conversation alive for the next quiet turning of the mind. Let the murmur remain, not as a tyrant, but as a steady metronome that keeps attention faithful to the task at hand, patient as breath returning to its home rhythm. It reminds, sometimes sharply, that there is wealth in the reach itself and art in the earnest attempt. The way a sketch contains the promise the painting later fulfills. In each hesitation hides a blueprint, and in each second thought a scaffold, provisional but sufficient to lift tomorrow's courage an inch higher than today's. The pangs do not merely interrupt, they inscribe, like careful brushstrokes accumulating into a portrait the sitter does not yet recognize as their own. Welcome the refined unrest, not to reign, but to tune the instrument until the note rings clean, and the dissonance resolves into depth rather than noise. Let it hum at a humane volume within, a memory of a distant melody that once guided travelers by starlight when maps were not yet inked. To seal the insight, leave a line below that simply reads, "I practice steady courage," and let the act of writing be the smallest door to the next room of becoming.